Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you're new here, hello, my name is Lara. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome back to my channel after 2 weeks of not posting. I'm so sorry. It was kind of a very overwhelming time for me, and I really felt like it was best for me to take a little break than to show up with nothing to say. I also felt a huge, actually, lack of inspiration and also lack of motivation to show up in front of a camera and take the time and energy to film. I feel like for anyone who either is starting to put themselves out there, or if you are someone who is creative in any way or any industry, and your creativity and inspiration is what drives you, feeling the lack of it can be so hard mentally. I know that I've never really had that. My mind always works at 150 kilometers per hour. It's a very quick, I feel like my mind never really sleeps. It's constantly running. And for me to feel that blankness, that emptiness, was so bizarre. It's not something that I'm used to. And so I really felt that it was better not to show up than to show up in half. It was nonetheless kind of difficult to deal with because I kind of felt guilty that I didn't take the time to pursue and to continue what I wanted to do, which is to post every single week for you guys and to spend some time online interacting with everyone. I also felt like as these feelings were starting to come up, I also had to acknowledge them and kind of go through them. And I kind of had an internal battle with myself at that time. I think the first week especially, I was like, do I film? Do I not? Am I really going to push through and sit in front of a camera, not wanting to, not having the right energy, the right mindset? Do I want to put myself through that? And do I want to put some mediocre video online? Because if I'm not 100% into it, then I think I would rather not post at all than know that I'm not in the right mindset and that I'm just putting something that I don't put my 100% into and that I don't do with a full heart. Is that really the person that I want to be? And so I kind of had to figure out this dilemma internally, especially the first week. And then the second I was like, you know what, it's still not there, I'm not gonna force it. That's the thing, it's best not to force it. If it's not coming, you just kind of have to accept that you need some time. Although for me it came quite quickly. I mean, I started YouTube 2 months ago, maybe 2.5, and already I felt like I needed to take a break. Maybe it's because my routine wasn't so adapted, or simply because there were some external things happening and I just didn't really know how to deal with all of this at once. A few scenarios a few scenarios are possible in my case, but I do know that it's important not to force it and actually not to feel guilty to take some time for yourself. Even if you have all this content saying that you have to stay consistent, you have to show up, even if you don't want to, you have to push through, you have to hustle. I'm team no hustle. If I'm being completely honest, I'm team do this because you want to and because it feels good to be in front of a camera. It brings me back to knowing when you need to take a break. If you feel like you need to, then I feel like it's so important to listen to yourself and to take that break. Do what feels good to you, regardless of what everyone says online. It's okay not to show up every single week, because at the end of the day, you're doing this for you. And I feel like after, it's also about kind of trying to find a routine back and getting slowly but surely back on track. And personally, I felt it was really hard to kind of just start getting back in my routine when it comes to filming, but also going to the gym again, start eating clean. There are all these factors that contribute to you not feeling your best and having essentially this lack of motivation, and it's kind of hard to get back into living your healthier lifestyle, if that makes sense. I try to every single day take a small step into getting back into my routine and trying to figure out my schedule and what works for me. I feel like it's also normal because my YouTube channel is so new. I'm still trying to understand what works for me, you know, based on also what other creators do and seeing what I can implement in my own life, because sometimes what works for, well, not sometimes, what works for others might not work for you, right? Not everything that I consume can apply to my life. And so it's kind of trying to negotiate between what you know works for you and what you want to achieve and how you want to change into achieving what you want. But after filming this video, I can certainly say that I will see you guys next week without lying this time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me and it really helps my channel grow. Bye!